Kal Halayim, La Yahal Bashimi Hashai, Bahashem Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity. In the name of Yahal Bashimi Hashai. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 19. To wit, that God, Yahweh Bashimi Hashai, was in Hamashiach, reconciling the world unto himself, not inputting their trespasses unto them, and hath committed unto us the word of reconciliation. So let's look at reconciliation. It's pretty catalog, exchange. So he had a papers of business of money changers exchanging equivalent values. Oh, so a sacrifice of our freedom is equivalent to being reconciled, which is pretty damn good. So all you have to do is really basically say, not even say it, but feel it. You gotta feel contrite. You gotta feel like you feel like you want to make it up. Because what's the point of trying to be born again if you're not gonna live right? So it's a spectacular way of having things paid for. So the fantastic thing about it, it's hard to believe. Fantastic means it's hard to believe. Is that we're already predestined to be saved. You were made to feel bad about what you do. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us feel intense pressure, some of us don't. The ones of us that feel the intense pressure, we go out on the street prophesying downfall of America, Babylon, spiritual Edom. Spiritual Edom and spiritual Egypt. These things happen in your brain where you're like, man, I feel bad. I gotta get the fuck out there. I know enough. I can't stay here. Stay here being on your lease and just chilling. You ain't doing nothing to find out who you really are or what you're really about. See, for me, the scariest part about doing the research and finding out who I really was is that there was a good possibility that I could have been an Edomite. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that I was, and I never thought I was. But the search that I did led me to North Africa. And, at one point, we were even Muslim. Check that out. So we were, Israelites are an impressive bunch of people. We can live anywhere. We can adapt to things. We can make things work for us. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So at one point in time, I was a dark-skinned man. Not me particularly, but my phenotype was dark. And there is a lot of history in the Mediterranean. That part of the world has a bunch of cultures in it. But they're ultimately from the same area that expanded, right? Like in Spain, Tarshish, around that area, there was thousands of years of different people living there because it's a beautiful place, right? And it's a merchant like kingdom. So people were making them, living them. And then at that point, they were going from Spain to Africa to Israel to Egypt. That's where that area was traveled mostly by those merchants in the Mediterranean, doing businesses in the ports, you know. And what happens is sons get left behind and struggles occur as life continues. Because if life doesn't continue, then there's nobody to save, right? And you have to be specifically an Israelite of the elect, you know? Because you could be an Israelite from the house of Saul, right? That was a different pattern of behaviors. These people from the house of Saul are like wicked Israelites. You know, they don't do things that they're supposed to do. Like Saul, he threw a spear at King David. He almost killed him. That was you know, a wicked act. Trying to kill King David just because you're jealous at him. And then the spirit was on King David. So I guess that's what makes the people hate, right? The way your conversation is. It's pretty dramatic. You know, pretty dramatic. Traumatic and all that craziness. It's intense, man. Like right now, the World Cup is going on. Those games are getting intense. I was watching Croatia play Brazil with the young homie from training. You know, he likes that soccer. He likes that soccer, and it was very exciting. People were scoring goals, and people were like, getting upset, crying, and all that. It's intense, right? It was an exchange of emotions. Right, so let's go back to that word, reconciliation. So it's an exchange, your sins for, forgiveness. So with that, I'm going to say shalom until next time.